Hey everyone, it's Coach Jeff from CrossFit Sees a Day. Hope you're having a really good day. The workout we have for you today, the first workout has 3 little mini parts. It's going to be a 6-minute workout, a 4-minute workout, and a 2-minute workout. And each of those workouts has a 2-minute recovery period in between them. The first 6-minute workout, you are going to do an amrap, 6 devil presses, 12 weighted sit-ups, and then 24 double unders or single unders. So as many reps as possible of 6 devil presses, 12 weighted sit-ups, and 24 double unders or single unders. You're going to rest for 2 minutes. You're then going to go into a 4-minute version of the same workout, but with a smaller rep count. 4 devil presses, 8 weighted sit-ups, and then 16 of your rope jumps. So it's a 4-minute AMRAP of 4, 8, and 16. Again, a 2-minute rest period. And then you're going to go into just a 2-minute AMRAP, and we're only going to do the devil presses for 2 minutes, as many reps as possible, and then we're done. So it's going to take 16 minutes. Okay. From there, we're going to rest a little bit, and we're going to do a cardio interval workout in our second part of the workout. So intervals means we're going to do work for some amount of time, and then we're going to take recovery for some amount of time. Today's workout, we're going to do a 1-minute interval of work. We're going to work hard. Your cardio can be anything of your choice. You can run, rower, bike, skier, any other version of cardio, burpees, whatever you want to do, as long as it's very aggressive. It should be almost an all-out effort, almost a sprint, maybe a notch behind it. Okay, so it's a minute all-out effort, followed by 2 minutes of active recovery. So let's say we're running in this workout. We're going to run at almost a sprint pace for that minute, and then we're going to lightly jog or at least walk for 2 minutes. We're going to repeat that for a total of 5 rounds. So it's 5 sets, a minute of all-out hard cardio, 2 minutes of active recovery for a total of 15 minutes. Okay, so that'll be your second part. Okay, so let's start getting warmed up for this workout. The devil press is a challenging, very dynamic movement. So we're going to give you a little bit of a warm-up to get you ready for that movement. So what we want to do is we're going to warm up for the burpee part of the devil press. So we're going to do a movement where we're simply going to hinge, touch the ground, and then kind of reach up and touch the sky. The next movement, we're going to hinge, putting the hands on the floor, and we're going to kick the legs back or sprawl the legs back. Jump back up. We're going to add to that a release of the hips to the floor. So hands to the floor, sprawl back, drop the hips down, jump back to your feet. And then the last position will be just the full burpee, which is basically an extension of all of those. Hands to the floor, hips to the floor, jump back, and stand up. Okay? So I want you to do 5 or 6 of those. Touch the floor, come up, hands to the floor, sprawl back, hands to the floor, sprawl back, hips down, and then a full burpee 5 or 6 times. That'll get you nice and warmed up for the devil press. After that, grab your jump rope. Give me about a minute of jump rope. If you're doing double unders, do some single unders first before you practice your double unders to warm up your calves and your ankles. If you have no jump rope or you're in a room where the ceiling isn't high enough to jump, just work on tall single unders today. So what I would like to see is that when you jump, you're punching off the floor or rebounding off the floor a little more firmly. So those of you that don't have double unders, you're going to try to get a little more air under your single unders to make it more dynamic and make it more athletic, and that'll prepare you eventually to do double unders. Okay, so we're going to do about a minute of that jumping jump rope warm-up. After that, let's do a minute or so of whatever cardio you're going to do in part 2. So if you're going to run or row, go do about a minute. It could be a little more than a minute of that. Not at that all-out effort, at a moderate pace, not super slow, but not super fast. Okay? When you come back from that, let's look at the devil press movement. So usually the devil press is going to be done with a pair of dumbbells. If you only have one dumbbell, that is going to be okay. You'll just have to do one side and then do a full devil press with the weight on the other side. So if I grab my dumbbells, basically the warm-up we did where we put the hands on the floor and sprawl down to the floor, that's the first part of the devil press, getting down. From there, we're going to hop back to our feet, and then we're going to drive the weight overhead like a double snatch or sort of like a kettlebell swing snatch movement. So I'm going to go to the side for the first one, weights to the floor, body to the floor, jumping back to the feet, driving up and through. So I'll do another one facing you, weight to the floor, drop down, pop back up, drive up to that lockout position. If you only have one dumbbell, again, we said just sort of keep it on the side of you, come down, come up, come from between the feet, and bring it overhead, and then repeat it on the other side of the body. Okay, so I'd like to see you do about half a dozen of those. Practice the movement pattern, get nice and smooth at it. From there, let's move on to the weighted crunch. So with the weighted crunch, let's go with one dumbbell. You can choose to hold it in both hands. You're going to anchor your feet on the floor. You could anchor them under an object or against the wall. That would be fine as well. You're going to engage your core by pressing down into the floor, and we're going to drive this weight up towards the ceiling. We don't want to go this way with it. We want to go up and come down with control. The arms will stay locked out. We don't want to see any bending of the arms. Okay? So let's do about half a dozen of those. You'll just, again, use one of the dumbbells that you use for your devil press. And the last thing we're going to warm up is that cardio piece we're doing in part 2. You already did a moderately paced minute. Let's go do a pretty hard minute. Still could be a notch slower or less hard than you plan on doing for the part 2 of this workout, but you're going to go at a pretty hard pace for 1 minute of that movement. So again, rowing, running, biking, skiing, burpees, you pick something as long as you can really lay it out hard. Okay? So finish that minute and then we'll talk about the workout and we'll get to it. Okay, so you should be pretty well warmed up. In fact, you're probably a little bit tired from the warm-up, but that's good because this is an aggressive workout. So as a reminder, the first workout we have today, it is one long running clock. You'll need to set your clock for 16 minutes of time. The first 6 minutes, an amrap, so as many rounds as possible. 6 devil presses, 12 of your weighted sit-ups, 24 of your rope jumps, double unders or tall single unders. As many rounds as you can do in 6 minutes. Try to be aggressive, try to move quickly. 2-minute rest from minutes 6 to 8. When the clock hits minute 8, you're going to go back to a 4-minute workout. An AMRAP of the same movements, but this time it's only 4 devil presses. It is 8 sit-ups, and then it is 16 of your rope jump movement. So a 4-minute AMRAP of 4, 8, and 16. Again, a 2-minute rest. So the rest is from the 12 to the 14-minute mark. And then you're simply going to go into a 2-minute AMRAP, as many devil presses as you can do. You're going to be a little fatigued when you come to this point, but you will have had a 2-minute rest before this. So try to really move well. Hopefully you can get out, somewhere well into the double digits of devil presses in this 2-minute AMRAP, and really fight for as many as you can do. So that's the first workout. Take a good solid rest after that workout. Probably at least, I'd say, 3 to 5 minutes, if not more. Maybe stretch out a little and work on some mobility. We're then going into part 2, which was 5 sets, 1 minute of hard cardio. So virtually an all-out effort of whatever cardio you choose with a 2-minute active recovery, which means you won't just sit down and do nothing. You're going to keep moving around just to keep the heart rate up, but also to keep the body limber. You're going to repeat that for 5 total sets, so it's going to take you about 13 to 15 minutes. A minute on, 2 minutes off of active recovery, 5 times. That's going to really increase your lactic acid threshold. It's going to increase your lung capacity. You're going to find it a good builder of your stamina and your abilities. All right, so hope you enjoyed today's workout. It's going to be a challenging one. It's definitely one that will test how well you can push your edge. Let us know how you did in the workout. Hashtag us at CFSD Strong, and we will catch up with you next time. Have a great day.